In this episode, join us to see Old Faithful in Yellowstone and the peaks of the Grand Tetons.
Hi, I'm Megan.
And I'm Derek, and together we're the Av Adventurers.
And we purchased a van 6 months ago, and we have been converting it into a camper van.
Now this is our first trip inside our new van, and this is our 10-part series. Hope you enjoy. So today is Yellowstone National Park. We're gonna be coming in through the northeast entrance and making our way around a lot of the middle of the park and then going out the southern entrance to find a camping spot. But we took the road from Cody straight up to the northeast entrance and made about 5 miles on and stopped at a campsite. So this is where our journey begins. Not a bad spot to camp for the night.
The next morning, we were up early and on our way to Yellowstone.
At the heart of the world's oldest national park lies a supervolcano. Huge volcanic eruptions occurred here, the latest one about 631,000 years ago. We found a beautiful pull-off to stop and enjoy some coffee right by a little river. So Finley's enjoying that. We figured we'd relax here, then make our breakfast over there in the parking lot, and then get started exploring Yellowstone for the day. So what do we got here, Megan?
Some toast with peanut butter and banana smushed all over it. Very simple but delicious.
One of our specialties, simple. Many people flock to Yellowstone for the wildlife, hopes of seeing bison, bears, and wolves. However, since it's so big, this is actually the closest we got to wildlife, outside of a few friendly elk.
So we just made it to the inner loop in Yellowstone. It's 144 miles total?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's wild. So it's really, really pretty here. I'm just gonna kind of drive and see what there is along the way. So we went through most of the wildlife area. I mean, you see wildlife everywhere, but the main section that's known for wildlife, now we're starting to get to where you see a lot of the lakes and pools and geysers. You haven't seen them yet, right? I haven't, no. I'm excited about them. They're very unique, so that'll be cool.
So we started to see a couple already, but...
Yeah, just like bubbling pools of water with like steam, I guess, coming out of them and everything. It's really
you can definitely tell that the smell is starting to change.
Like sulfur. While Yellowstone is most famously known for its geysers, it has many other hydrothermal features, including hot springs, steam vents, and mud pots. After leaving Finley and Derek in the car and waiting over an hour, I finally got to see Old Faithful.
So Yellowstone in the summer gets crazy. We're here on a Wednesday, which obviously isn't a busy day of the week, and there's still tons and tons of people. So traffic everywhere, stuff backed up. Inside the towns around Yellowstone are just packed with people walking around. All the campsites are full. That's just how summer in Yellowstone is. So another thing that creates traffic is wildlife. So we're backed up in a line of traffic with cars coming straight at us telling everybody to turn around. But the reason we're all stopped here is because a large herd of buffalo are blocking the road, the only road that goes through. So just gotta wait it out and hope that they cooperate with everything else.
An hour later, we finally made it to our destination, the Lower and Upper Falls.
This walk is really nice because it's about the only one that Finn can go on since the area is paved. He's definitely enjoying it.
Day 2 takes us to Grand Teton National Park. So we're spending the day doing some of the scenic loops. We're going to stop in Jackson, maybe check out some hiking just outside the park so Finley can join us. But here we are to start the day with the view of the Tetons.
Stop to get another sticker to add to our collection. This one's from Grand Tetons. I don't want to cover that. It's always so hard to decide where.
Following our quick morning view of the Tetons, we are on our way to Jackson to grab some food.
So we just pulled into Jackson, Wyoming. Just within minutes of being here, right away, Megan was like, this is the cutest small town. So we found a spot to park, 3-hour parking, and that's more than what we need. So Megan, what'd you find for us to do first?
A vegan cafe.
Our quick morning in Jackson included a delicious breakfast at Cultivate Cafe.
So we're getting ready to do the Ski Lake Trail. It's about a little over 2 miles there and
We
2
saw
miles
mixed
back.
reviews, 4.2 to 5 miles out
Something
and back.
like that,
so.
but ends at a lake overlooking the Tetons. So Finley's excited to swim a little bit, and we're excited because it's outside the national park, so Finley's allowed to come along and be a part of it.
We came to quickly love this hike, but there was a few things we had to keep in mind since we are in bear country. First, it's not recommended to hike alone, but if you are, make sure people know where you're at. Second, make sure you're making as much noise as you can, whether that's singing or talking or even making noise or bells. And finally, make sure you keep any animals you're hiking with close by. We had to make sure we did that with Finley.
So we just got back from the Ski Lake hike, and it was awesome. It's just outside Grand Teton National Park. Takes you up to the top where you see some views of the Tetons, but some other mountain ranges. And you get this awesome alpine lake with the turquoise colors. Not too cold, cold enough for us to swim in, but perfect for Finley. He absolutely loved the hike. It was just under 5 miles total, but it's just so exciting because it was the first hike that we've gotten to do. We've been driving like non-stop for, I don't know, 6 days now. So it's nice just to settle down, relax, do a hike, because that's what we love doing. But the whole thing is just great. What do you think, Megan?
Yeah, it was awesome. Definitely worth it. It was nice to get out and do something. I feel like we were getting stir crazy being in the van too much. We kind of thrive on like always moving. So we were starting to get frustrated with each other, frustrated with the van, with Finley, everything. We needed some fresh air.
Yep, so we're gonna get a little cleaned up here, hop back in, and we're heading back into Grand Teton to finish up a loop we started this morning. Megan is outside taking some awesome pictures, so make sure you're checking out our Instagram as well, because in addition to the video content you see on here, Megan takes a lot of awesome pictures, and right now she's capturing one of the Tetons.
With no foothills to obstruct your view, the jagged peaks and deep canyons of the Teton Range rise abruptly from Jackson Hole Valley. Beginning 10 million years ago, movement on the Teton Fault generated massive earthquakes, causing the mountains to rise while the valley floor dropped.
able to find an awesome free campsite right outside of Grand Teton National Park.
The next day, we headed back through Yellowstone on the way to our next adventure.